Finally, welcome to PC. Vigor is finally getting a PC release. And guys, I'm going to provide you all the important details concerning this looter shooter here. Vigor is a game that I actually played on console. I played it on the PlayStation 5 and was very excited when this game was first announced a couple of years ago. Now the game has been widely successful on console. Over 20 million have played this game, right? And now the game is now being ported over to PC. This is great news, exciting news. And again, guys, all the details about this title are going to be discussed in this video. So if you enjoyed this video, only if you enjoy it, make sure that you give this video a big like. And also, if you care to stay up to date on all the shooter news and updates that you care about, consider subscribing today. So Abel, Vigor, what is it? Why are we excited? And should I care? Let's hop into all these juicy details. This information is going to be courtesy of the Vigor's Steam page here, and everything reads as follows. Outlive the apocalypse. Dive into intense encounters and extract the most valuable spoils the Outlands has to offer. Loot, shoot, and build to become the absolute Outlander and explore the landscape of the post-war Norway in Vigor. Explore post-war Norway. Join the game that has been played by over 20 million players and explore the harsh and unforgiving Outland, the shattered remains of what was once Norway. Utilize any means necessary to survive. Set in a post-apocalyptic atmosphere in the early 90s, the landscape of the Outlands is as deadly as it is beautiful. So be careful out there. Dive into encounters. Experience the thrills that encounters have to offer. High stakes mode where survival is key. Extract the most valuable resources in order to build and upgrade your shelter, or lose everything if you die. Choose over 60 different weapons and consumables to customize your loadout based on the playstyle of your choice. Sneaky looter or deadly shooter. Change the pace of the encounter and gain an advantage over your enemies by controlling tactical points on the map. Compete for loot events, special places that hold more valuable loot, and try to retrieve the airdrop, the most precious haul on the Outlands. We dare you. Escape from specific exits at any time and avoid deadly radiation cloud that sweeps over the map, killing everyone trapped inside it. Multiplayer or solo. Play alone in shootout, a fast-paced deathmatch, or join a squad with your friends in elimination. A 5v5 tactical round-based team fight. In Encounter, you can team up with a friend as a duo or compete as a lone wolf, where the risk versus reward factor is greater as you square off against other squads on your own. Customize your Outlander. Identify as one of many groups of Outlanders that inhabit this broken world through various cosmetic sets. Choose between military, non-military, and everything in between to install fear in the hearts of your opponents. Build your shelter. Your shelter is your safe haven in the apocalypse and your central hub for information. By collecting resources from encounters, you can build and upgrade your shelter, which will in turn provide you with more options. Craft better weapons and consumables, generate crowns and other materials that would be essential to your survival. Practice your marksmanship in the shooting range, craft your necessary equipment in the armory, and customize your character from the wardrobe while you keep building your shelter to maximize its potential. Okay, I know that was a lot that you just heard from me, right? That's a lot that I just broke down. But listen here, man. Vigor on PC looks like it's gonna make some noise. I'm very excited. Now, I totally forgot that this even had like a gas element, like a battle royale to an extent. I think that's pretty cool. So it's like looter shooter, extraction shooter, and battle royale. And then also you could go in solo death matches and 5v5 tactical matches. We're doing a little of everything here. Now, that may not be too good, but we'll see. We'll see with time. But do you want to hear further details? Do you want to hear when this game is going to drop? Do you actually care to hear from the devs on why this game even exists for PC? I think you might enjoy this clip here. Check it out.
Vigor was originally meant to be released only on consoles. Bringing Vigor to PC was one of the most discussed topics among the Vigor supporters, and we heard their voices. Our team invested a lot of effort into the game over the years. Many new features and improvements were implemented since the initial release, and we believe the PC players deserve to taste the Vigor's atmosphere as well.
Since the very beginning, when we decided to port Vigor to PC as well, we knew that with our capacities and with our team needing to fully support also the console versions, we simply weren't able to build it completely internally. That's why we decided to team up with an outsourcing studio, and they helped us tremendously with the development of the PC version of Vigor. So that was a huge help, and thanks to that, none of these seasons were really affected by the fact that the team is also working on the port. The only season that was minimally affected was season 19, where we were really focusing on the final stages of the PC development. When it comes to the release, we would like to release as an early access on Steam in the middle of May, and Vigor will be available for $19.99. Outlanders will be able to enjoy Season 18 during this time, just to try everything out, and the full free-to-play release is planned for later this year. You may be wondering why we decided to go with the early access instead of just full release. But as you have heard throughout our journey, we used this approach multiple times, and it was always the best experience possible. We simply want the early feedback from our players so we can make the important tweaks, get rid of the most critical bugs, and just get feedback on the new features. For example, we also finally are finishing our weapon overhaul, so we want to try it during the early access period, get the early feedback from our players, see how that goes, and make all the necessary tweaks. So overall, this is why we decided to go with the early access first. As I said, Vigor will be available for $19.99 during the early access period. It will be actually only available to those who purchase the Reinforcements pack. The Reinforcements pack is very similar to our original Founders pack, so it contains a bunch of stuff, weapons, consumables, and also exclusive cosmetic items that will be available only to those who will support Vigor during the early access period.
Once the early access will be over, progress will be wiped for the PC players, but the contents of the Reinforcements pack will be carried over to the free-to-play version.
Now, that is some exciting news. Vigor officially coming out in early access in May for all of us to play. Listen, man, good times is rolling right now. We have a couple of shooters on this channel that I'm really interested in, and Vigor is one of these shooters, man. So Vigor is really setting itself up to be a different, compelling type of shooter, right? It's a looter shooter, it's somewhat of a battle royale game, and then also a tactical shooter too as well. Pretty awesome stuff if you ask me. Now on console, this game had a thriving life cycle. Let's see if everything could translate here on PC. Now, the attention to detail in everything that's going into this game, I feel is going to be pretty rock solid. They actually have a dedicated team that has been working on this specific build for PC here. I'm really excited to see what the team has done on Vigor and how it's going to translate for both you and I at home. So this is great news to see. This is only the tip of the iceberg for this game's history here. We have a legacy title that is doing great on console. And then again, currently we have that legacy being extended to PC. Let's see how it translates. I'm hoping for the best, but you guys already know I'm going to keep it real with you guys. If this is a no-go and we're falling in between the cracks and this is something that I just don't care to play, or I feel like is robbing you and I of time, I'm going to let you know. But if it's lit and it's a third-person / first-person shooter that I could rock out with, you already know I'm going to report that as well. But let me know what you think. Are you excited for Vigor? Now, speaking of extraction shooters, have you checked out this extraction shooter that is coming to PC, brand new to PC, and looking to take on Tarkov? Guys, this game here is called Arena Breakout Infinite, and it is coming to PC, and you got to check this video out. Be sure to click here, and I'll be sure to see you there.